Welcome to week 2 of your 30-day yoga commitment. I'll be guiding you through another 20-minute practice, including sun salutations today. So today you've made it through, or by now, at least 7 days in a row of yoga. It feels great, I'm sure, to be able to commit to something and start to go through. And even if you haven't, even if you've done 5 out of the 7 days, or a fraction of what you wanted to, know that by coming to your mat now, you're still engaging in your commitment, in your highest intention. I think a lot of times we can get really rigid about what it is we want ourselves to do, and then in that rigidity we end up giving up because we haven't done things perfectly or exactly as we want. And so perhaps as you go through your practices this week, you can allow yourself to soften and just be glad that you were able to get to your mat when you did. And perhaps for those other days, allow yourself to breathe and just come into your breath wherever you are, whether you're standing in line at the grocery store, waiting at a long stoplight, waiting in the doctor's office, whatever. Just allow yourself to breathe. Feel free to close your eyes and we'll breathe together now, bringing ourselves into the present moment. The Yoga Sutras talk to us about practice being steadfast and yet full of ease. Sthira Sukha Asana. We practice being steadfast and ease. So today we'll practice balancing those two aspects. Continue to enjoy your breath, perhaps invoking the Ujjayi breath, restricting the muscles at the back of your throat, breathing in and out of your nose. And then gradually make your way to tabletop position. Your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. We'll move through a couple of cat-cows. Inhale to drop your belly, open your heart. And as you exhale, round your spine, draw your belly in and up for cat. Inhale, drop your belly, open your heart, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, return back to tabletop position. Plant down to the pads of your fingers, the base of your knuckles, and as you exhale, tuck your toes and lift your hips, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Continue to breathe, whether it's the Ujjayi breath or more of a natural breath. At the end of an exhalation, step or walk your feet forward to meet your hands for standing forward fold. Feet are hip distance or closer apart. Hips over your heels. Bow forward, bending your knees if you need to touch the earth. Inhale, lengthen your spine, come to halfway lift. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your hips, draw your shoulder blades on your back. Inhale, rise all the way up. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, clasp your left wrist, draw your ribs in and come over towards the side. Inhale, come back to center. Switch your clasp, ribs draw in, side body long, come over to the side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold forward, touch the earth. Plant your left hand down in the space between your feet just in front of them. And as you inhale, Place your right hand on your sacrum, palm down. Get long through the sides of your body and gaze towards the side of the room, twisting. Let your legs stay equally straight or equally bent. Exhale, fold, twist the leg. Plant your right hand down in the space between your feet just in front of them and bring your left hand to your sacrum. Inhale, get long through the sides of your body. Twist. Open up the shoulder towards the side of the room. Legs are equally straight or equally bent. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands together at heart center, Samastiti. Release your hands. We'll move through a sun salutation, Surya Namaskar A, sun salutation A. As you inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead for Urdhva Stasana, arms overhead pose. As you exhale, fold forward to touch the earth. Inhale, lengthen, come to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands and step back into high plank. So you can come to your knees if you prefer here. We press back through our legs, draw our shoulder blades onto our back, and point our tail the same direction as our heels to fill up our low back. Now as you exhale, come forward and down for Chaturanga Dandasana. You can do this on your knees as well. Lower all the way down to the earth. Tops of your feet are on the mat. Draw your shoulder blades on your back as you inhale. Come up, Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. As you exhale, lower down, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. At the end of an exhalation, step or walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead, Urdhva Stasana. Exhale, draw your hands together at heart center, Samastiti. Release. Inhale, arms come all the way up overhead. Exhale, fold to touch the earth in Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into high plank, and continue to exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Come all the way to your belly. Tops of your feet come to the mat. Inhale, draw your shoulder blades back. So you can stay lower if you need to. Whatever works, just draw your shoulders back. As you exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. At the end of an exhalation, step or walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, draw your hands together at heart center, Samastiti. Release your hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Touch the earth. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana, low push-up. Inhale, draw your shoulder blades onto your back, tops of your feet down, Cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. At the end of an exhalation, step or walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, draw your hands together at heart center, Samastiti. And release. So from here, exhale to fold forward, touch the earth. Inhale to step your left leg back into a lunge. Your knee is above your ankle in front. Press back through your left leg to get really strong. And then as you inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead. As you exhale, open up Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So your right toes point forward, left toes turn in slightly. Gaze over your front fingertips. Now as you inhale, mindfully straighten your front legs. So try not to hyperextend, but keep your quads engaged. And then as you exhale, bring your arms down perpendicular towards the earth. If you can't touch, that's okay. You can hug your shin in with your hand as you continue to reach down towards the earth. As you inhale, root down through your legs, hug your thighs in, come all the way up, and face the side of the room. Switch your feet. So now your left toes point towards the back of the room. Your right toes turn in slightly or point towards the side. Bend into your front knee. And as you exhale, gaze over your front fingertips for Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. As you inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, slide your left hand down the shin of your left leg, eventually touching the earth. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. As you inhale, root down through your legs, hug your legs in towards each other, come up. Exhale, draw your hands together at heart center. Facing the side of the room, turn your toes in slightly. Inhale to find length in your spine. As you exhale, fold forward and down. Hands can rest on your hips still or come all the way to the earth. For Prasarita Padottanasana, bring your hips over your heels so that you find balance between your toes and your heels. Inhale, come to halfway lift, lengthen your spine, flatten your back. Exhale, draw your hands to your waist, shoulder blades on your back. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, fold to touch the earth, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, extend your right leg up behind you, and then float it through. So your right knee comes towards your right wrist. Actually, I'm not mirroring you anymore. But your right knee will come towards your right wrist. Get long through the sides of your body, and as you exhale, come forward and down. You're welcome to rest your head on a block. You can stay here up on your forearms, or you can come all the way down towards the earth. Find your hands on the earth. Tuck your left toes under if they're not already. And then as you exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale to extend your left leg up behind you, and then float it through for half pigeon on the other side. So again, your knee will come to the outer edge of your hip, so that this foot can come forward. Eventually this foot can come parallel, but with your hips pointing forward. Inhale to find length in the sides of your body. Exhale, come forward and down for half pigeon other side. Ekapada Rajaka Uttasana. As you exhale, tuck your right toes under, lift your hips, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Then with an exhalation, step or walk your feet forward and have a seat. Extend your legs long out to the side. You can internally rotate your hips and thighs so that you can ground down through your legs. As you inhale, get long through the sides of your body. Exhale, come forward for seated, wide-legged forward fold. Uttanadishta Konasana. See if you can draw your shoulder blades onto your back as you fold forward. So rather than rounding, you can find length on your side. As you inhale, slowly rise up. Exhale to extend both legs. Internally rotate your thigh. As you exhale, come forward and down for Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Exhale, lie down onto your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Uttanasana, knee to chest pose. And then release your legs down to the mat. Cross your right leg over your left. Arms come out into a T. And as you exhale, let your knees fall towards the left, gaze to the right. If you find this to be too intense for your body, feel free to uncross your legs and just do the twist that way. Uncross your legs where they are. Inhale, come back to center. Cross your left leg over your right. As you exhale, let your knees fall towards the right, gaze to the left. Cross your legs where they are. Inhale, draw your legs back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. One more time. Uttanasana. And then as you exhale, extend your legs long out onto the mat for Shavasana. Hands are by your side with your palms facing upward. Relax your hips and thighs so much that your feet splay open. Melt your torso into the earth. Soften your face and let your head rest heavy on the mat. Shavasana. And allow yourself to reconnect with the flow of your breath. Begin to make gentle movements with your fingers, your toes. And gradually make your way to your right side, resting in the fetal position. Keeping your legs and your head heavy, use your hands to push yourself to a comfortable seat. Eyes remained closed. Draw your hands together at heart center in Anjali Mudra, the mudra of the heart. Where can we soften? We come to our practice daily for this 30 days. With a fire, with a steadfastness. And yet we soften around our experience on the mat. We open our heart to our practice. In Sanskrit we chant, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, which means may all beings be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of our own lives contribute in some way to that happiness and that freedom. The light and love in me honors and acknowledges the light and love in me. Namaste. Thank you so much for letting me guide your practice today. I'm glad you made it to your mat, and I look forward to seeing you soon.